It's Friday, May 23rd. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-Minute Fix. Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix, where we take stories about pretty much anything from pretty much anywhere and try to give it to you in 5 minutes or less today. Guys, today we got a story that's actually quite close to home for me. And I mean that in a geographical sense, not a situational sense, okay? Woman mistakenly released from jail taunts police in viral TikToks. That's right, she is taunting police on TikTok. Like some sort of, what I guess we'll find out later is kind of like a little Bonnie and Clyde type situation. But this is going on in the area in which that I live in, and honestly, I didn't hear about this until today. A woman who was mistakenly released from jail in Canada has gone viral on TikTok for taunting the police in several videos. With TikTok covering pretty much every corner and niche on the internet, plenty of wild topics and clips have gone viral over the past few years, and well, there's another one now. Back on April 25th, Mackenzie Dawn Hardy was released from Fort Saskatchewan Correctional Center as she had been awaiting trial for multiple charges, including stealing cars and fleeing from police. Her release, according to Global News, came about due to a fake letter that fooled officers into believing she was to be let go. Okay, who are we blaming for this? We talking about fake letters that police can't figure out are not authentic? How does this happen? In the weeks since, Hardy has been traveling across Canada, teasing police on her TikTok account, Kenzie's on the Lam, with several videos receiving a few 100,000 views. Hardy's first video boasted about her release as she posted a news report showing her getting on and including the caption, "That's me, and thanks for freeing me, piggies." In the video since, the former inmate has continued to refer to the police as piggies and has even conducted interviews with the press. Whoa. You telling me that this woman has done interviews with news stations and she has still not been? How do they just like start the interview and like not give up her location? What? I'm sincerely confused, genuinely confused. She has confirmed that her whereabouts are outside Edmonton, but regularly uploads videos from a car. Apparently, with these videos I'm making, it's going to get me caught, she said in one video with over 350,000 views. But you guys have had my back in the comments. Tell me to continue running. The cops are just pissed because I'm one step ahead of them. Lord have mercy. I wonder what her justification is. We're gonna watch some of these videos. I just want to know what her justification for this is. Okay, this is wild. We got the video from the news coverage. Let's check this out.
A 24-year-old woman is supposed to be in custody at the Fort Saskatchewan Correctional Center awaiting trial. But according to a whistleblower, Global News has agreed to keep anonymous. An alleged fraudulent stay order was submitted to the jail using fake names representing a Crown prosecutor and a defense lawyer.
That document comes to somebody in there,
maybe, what a plan. What a plan. That's what I'll say. What a plan.
Staff person with Fort Saskatchewan Correctional Center, and they obviously thought it was
this guy thinks
real,
it's funny,
and they acted
criminal defense
Tom
lawyer. He
Engel
thinks
says
it's hilarious.
The clerk of the court is supposed to transmit a stay letter to the institution holding the prisoner either by fax or email with a cover sheet or a legitimate
Why are we still using fax? Come on.
Alberta court's email address.
Well, it's probably not that hard to forge one of those. All you have to do is get a genuine stay letter, and then, I don't know, you can manipulate things pretty
This man sounded like he might have been involved in something like this before.
easily and create something that looks genuine.
The woman was awaiting trial for several charges, including property crimes, impaired driving, and flight from police. She was mistakenly released on April 25th and is still out.
And I think the public deserves to know what happened.
Hell yeah.
There ought to be an explanation about what happened, and the type of explanation that's not going to prejudice her fair trial right. You can just, obviously mistakes were made.
The Alberta Crown Prosecution Service says as soon as they became aware, they issued a warrant for her arrest, and Alberta RCMP are now investigating. The Ministry of Public Safety and Emergency Services says the matter is being investigated internally, and there's no further information being released.
They might not have a case, and they might have to drop the charge, who knows? Or they're going to prosecute it to trial, and then you'll find out how it happened.
The woman is scheduled to appear on her original charges in Red Deer Court on Thursday. Jacqueline Kusi, Global News.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious she ain't going to be making that court case house in Red Deer. And, this video is from May 14th. So that would be 7 days out. That would have been this past Thursday, yesterday. Well, I definitely think she probably didn't make it to that court case. And she's probably still out on the run. Let's take a look at some more of these TikTok videos.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mackenzie, and I got a funny story to tell you guys.
Funny story.
So the government's fucked, and I'm an escaped inmate right now.
don't know if you can.
They are not gonna catch me, because I'm one step ahead of them, too fast.
One step?
For those piggies to come after me. My worker number is 213-2522.
With the inmate number? Ooh, this woman's crazy.
Breaking news out of Edmonton, Alberta. Me, Mackenzie, is taunting.
She got her full ass name.
Mackenzie.
Her full ass name in the video. This, I mean, I guess they already know her full name. She's an escaped inmate, but.
Is taunting the RCMP by making TikTok videos. Apparently, with these videos I'm making, is gonna get me caught. But you guys have had my back in the comments telling me to continue running and giving me support. The cops are just pissed because I'm one step ahead of them.
Oh my God, the audacity of this young lady. I mean, to be honest, you probably want to be more than one step ahead. You might want to be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, because one step, that's not very far. We got the interview. The interview with Global. Again, I'm surprised it didn't just like trace her location. I don't think she's smart enough to spoof that kind of stuff. But I guess we'll see. Let's take a look.
From inside a vehicle in what she will only
hold on. What's this say? Mackenzie Dawn Hardy accidentally released. They didn't air my whole story, but at least the one main fact is there. This is either a government mess up or something that was done in error. I would have been out in 2 weeks. Why would I do what they were saying? I don't know. Whistleblower said there's a fake letter, so.
She will only say is outside of Alberta. 24-year-old Mackenzie Dawn Hardy is talking about that April day when she. Also, it'd be interesting to see if she actually showed up in Red Deer for that, for her court appearance, because if she's trying to say she's innocent, she would have gone to that court appearance, and you know, she probably would have been apprehended. Walked out of jail.
I was on the phone with my boyfriend. We were talking, and all of a sudden I got told to pack my stuff. I was being let out, so I went packed my stuff, and I was happy, and I didn't expect anything.
It was April 25th. The Fort Saskatchewan Correctional Centre had received a letter saying her charges had been paused. Police say that letter was fake, but it fooled officials and Hardy was let go. She says she had nothing to do with the letter.
This is actually kind of wild.
This was a mistake a week later when she talked to her lawyer.
I seriously think it's a government mess up. Because I was supposed to go for bail 2 weeks after being released. Like, I had a bail plan all worked out with my lawyer.
Hardy says she wanted bail to be with her boyfriend, who she says has an aggressive brain tumor and has a year or less to live. But after Global News reported her release on Wednesday and the warrant out for her arrest, she started posting videos to TikTok to taunt police.
Oh boy!
Right now.
Yeah, this is not a good look. This is not a good look when when you're doing all these videos and stuff, taunting the cops, trying to make it seem like you're innocent.
That image,
I don't know about that.
Is that the courts keep that image in their minds when she is arrested and goes before them and tries to explain this behavior as a whole.
Yes, it does look like I'm taunting them, but I'm not.
I mean, you said you were.
Stressed, like I said, stressed and overwhelmed with everything. And this is a lot to take in and handle.
She currently doesn't have a lawyer, but one defense attorney we spoke with says
she should retain a lawyer and get some legal advice, which might be
talking to Tom again.
Turn yourself in, because it'll be a lot better that way.
Hardy says she's working on that, and while she understands she's in trouble, she's still hoping to get bail if she turns herself in.
Until I know what my chances are on that, then I'm just going to keep spending my time with him unless I get caught.
Jacqueline Kusi, Global News.
Guys, I have a link to the TikTok page down in the description below. This is a long video, but this is absolutely bananas. And I'm just interested to know, where did this letter come from? Do you think this is something that the boyfriend cooked up? You know, maybe on their visits or talking on the phone, they're like, look, this is what we need to do. We got to get this, get that. I'll have somebody submit it. And where did this whistleblower come from? So eager to talk. Maybe this is an inside job of some sort. Who knows? But I want to know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich. This has been your 5-Minute Fix.